Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy BBO Boxing, and we back with another episode of the Road with the Punches podcast. We got a couple good people in the house for sure. Salute to my man Sheldon pulling in up early. My man Daniel. Salute to my man Sheldon Moore as well. But we about to get started. So we talking about Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, and why does Bud Crawford want Tank and Shakur on his card? What do you guys think about Shakur telling Bud that this is probably the biggest fight in boxing?
That is too big not to be on Canelo's undercard because Bud talking about his undercard. You ain't the east side, dude. Get on up out of here. I agree with Shakur because Shakur Stevenson and the Tank Davis is not to be on anyone's undercard. So I think that was kind of disrespectful for Big Bro to say that to his little bro because he know better and good and darn well that he was out of order and out of pocket about that because Tank and Shakur is a must see fight that all casuals is gonna come out to watch it no matter if they go to the fight or pay-per-view, whatever the case. This is one of the most anticipated fights that everybody agrees that they want to see in the sport of boxing, no matter if they're a fan of either one of these guys or not. So for Bud Crawford to say that, he need to calm the heck on down. Don't jump back and kiss yourself, Bud. Jump back and smell yourself a little bit, bruh. You ain't going to get nobody that's going to be a big fight to assist you because you're fighting Canelo. Well, if Bud thought he was like that, he would have been trying to make those type of fights with a different dance partner and then say it to his homie. So Bud is totally out of order, and I agree with Shakur. Nah, bruh, we got to do our own thing. Like that old commercial when they used to play the slow jazz and the guy used to be like, yo, brother, let me borrow that. Nah, bro, you gotta get your own. So that's what Shakur Stevenson is telling Bud, buddy, you crazy? You crazy, man. Man, if man Tank go down, we headline. You got to get your own. And I pass the mic.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree with Shakur. They shouldn't be on an undercard because you got to think about the sport of boxing. You can't just think about one card. They were drawing more money for the sport by doing it two separate cards than they would do it as one card because one card, yeah, it might do a million, maybe even 2 million pay-per-view buys. But let's say Bud Crawford is a. I mean, Bud Crawford and Canelo, they got their own headline. They put some other people who doesn't get the exposure as much as Tank and Shakur, put them on the undercard, and they now those younger guys get more exposure. Then you got Tank and Shakur. They put some other guys that doesn't get the exposure. Now you got those guys on that fight getting more exposure. So now it grows the sport because you got guys that don't get as much exposure. They on two separate cards where most of the people are going to be watching those two cards. So now you growing in sport by letting the younger guys that's coming up get the exposure by being on the undercard. Because if you put Tank Davis on and Shakur on the undercard of Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford, it ain't that much room for the younger guys because everybody going to be tuning in to see Tank Davis and Shakur and Bud and Canelo. They ain't tuning in to see the younger guys. But when you got these two separate headliners, now people got to watch the undercard because they know, okay, the main event, yeah, we know what the main event is. Let's see who else is on the card. But when you have both of those two star-studded cards combined to one, now you sitting there like, well, I ain't really got to pay attention to the undercard. I'm just waiting for the co-main and the main event.
Yeah, I mean, salute to my man Sheldon Moore, Sheldon Moore saying Bud is the king. I think Bud is maybe a prince, man. Canelo's the king of
Mm.
boxing. I get what you're saying. If you guys can remember, please smash the like button. We're looking for 100% appreciation. So if you can do that when you come to the doghouse, I know it's a rough environment, man. We talk a little rough, but we try to have some fun. But that being said, what do you
Mm.
guys think about Tank Davis possibly losing to Lamont Roach? Do you guys think he'll make it to a Shakur fight? What do you guys say?
Man,
I don't think he gonna lose. He needs to focus. I think that he kind of took Lamont lightly, and Lamont showed that you can't take him lightly. But I think in a rematch, I think Tank will win it. But it might. I don't think he knocks Lamont out. I'm convinced that he's not going to knock him out. Maybe he was, because maybe he will. But because some of y'all, I don't know who said it, but one of y'all was saying that he might take more risks, thinking that Tank can't knock him out, and that would get him stopped in the second fight. But I think that Tank cleans up a lot of the mess that he made in the last fight. That's just me though, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. I don't see it being a problem. Yeah, it's a loss on Tank Davis' resume, but I mean, it's not like he got multiple losses and things like that. Now he goes out there, he loses to Lamar Rhodes. Tank Davis is still a draw. People still want to see Tank Davis fight because they know he still knocks people out. Yeah, he didn't knock out Lamar Rhodes, but that doesn't mean he ain't gonna knock out the next guy. They can't get credit for what Lamar Rhodes did. They still go in there and fight him. They're gonna want to see Shakur versus Tank Davis. They might want to see it even more now, and Shakur might want to fight even more now because now we see a kink in the armor. So I don't think it hurts Tank Davis because we saw Canelo. He lost to Bivol. He's still one of the top dogs in the sport. We saw him
Hmm.
lose to Floyd. He's still one of the top dogs in the sport. So it's nothing wrong with losing as long as you come back, you bounce back. Is the ones that don't bounce back is the ones that
Hmm.
have a problem with the losing. But if you're able to bounce back, it's not going to hurt them. I mean, all of the guys that we talk about outside of Floyd Mayweather, they all had losses. You talk about Sugar Ray Leonard, he had losses. Hearn, Roberto Duran, Manny Pacquiao, uh, uh, Vernon Ford, Shane Mosley, daggone
Everybody, see.
Hagler, everybody
Floyd
had
never had
losses.
losses, and neither did Rocky Marciano.
Yeah, I
Man,
mean, I don't hear too many people really talk about Rocky Marciano, but anyway, but all of those people had losses that we talk about. They all had losses. They still was big name fighters in the sport of boxing. So you can have a loss and still be a big name fighter. I mean,
exactly,
hey,
DP1.
let's look at Ryan Garcia.
Do you
He's
know
still a
what
big
time it
name in the
is?
sport. He's still he's still a big name in the sport. Even though we don't like the things that he said out of his mouth, he quit in the ring with Tank Davis. People still wants to see that man fight. They still want to see him fight.
Oh,
Man,
I just
listen,
got,
man,
go
real
ahead.
quick. Man, y'all, I gotta get my high growth meter for all you moist behind people out here. Y'all, listen, first of all, the man got a draw. Y'all realizing that, this is a guy that known him his entire life. So they done sparred and just that 1,000 times over. Just because none of the other guys was able to do that, and y'all mad. So now y'all rocking with this. Here's the thing: a rematch gotta come. We don't know what's going to happen in the rematch because there has to be a change of plans on both sides. So if anybody think they're going to see the same exact thing, you out of your goddamn mind. You out of your mind. You know you don't never see the same exact thing in the damn rematch. Okay? We already know this. I know y'all want the man to lose so damn bad and y'all so damn moist because some of y'all favorite fighters done got beat up and that didn't happen. Yo, stop the nonsense. Y'all thinking too deep. Y'all thinking too hard on it. And that just shows me how much of haters y'all are. And hating should not be allowed in the sport of boxing. You moist people. And I pass the mic. I'm
well,
afraid.
let me say this real quick. Let me say this. I got my man in the house, man. One of my favorite brothers on YouTube, man. They call him the Nework Povich, man. But
Mhm.
some call him Dub, but I'm gonna call him Nework Povich. But shout out to my man Dub Right Side. What's your opening statements, man, as you love to say?
I'm gonna call him Doug.
Hey, listen. First thing first, shout out to everybody on the panel. But that's day one. Every time we talk about Joe Louis, they got to bring up Rocky Marciano. Every time.
Yeah.
You
He
right,
beat Joe
Dub.
Louis's ass.
Hmm.
This
He
ain't
beat Joe
kicking no
Lewis to
good
death,
ass.
man.
But man, my thing is look, even and I agree, Crush. You. I think you be the one a little moist sometimes about Tank, but that's a whole
I
nother
ain't
Mm.
never
story.
moist, Holmes. I ain't
Mm.
moist
Hey,
about
Facts.
nobody.
it's a
Wait,
joke.
hold up. Wait a minute.
It's
Wait
a
a
joke,
minute.
OG. It's a joke, OG. It's a joke.
Hey, don't
It's
don't
a
don't get
joke.
don't get no
You
no
gonna
no
get it,
no
you
no
gonna get it. You
Lord
don't like
ask
getting
you
joked
something.
on.
Ah
I
man.
ain't moist about no man. No man. No man.
Uh,
That be y'all pom poms. I don't moist no damn man. I don't
I
even
guess
Yeah, I
we
moist.
guess,
still
I
got
guess when he
to.
put his pom pom, I see the Tank shirt. I love you, Tank.
That's crazy.
I don't
But
wear
no,
nobody on my damn chest. I
I,
wear
I,
a goddamn C.
hey
Stand
man,
for crush.
I will say though, I agree 100%. We don't know how this thing is going to play out. We can all speculate, but there got to be changes from both sides, and
Yeah.
because you got to have these changes made, this fight can look totally different than what we saw the original fight. You know what I'm saying? But I do think uh, um, there are certain things that they kind of understand about Tank. You know what I'm saying? As far as and like you said, because they don't fought, they done been around each other for so long. There are certain things that Lamont Rose and his dad, his team understand that Tank wants to do, and they you don't change too much in one fight camp. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't just get out there and change the fighter that you are. So I think it could be some trouble for Tank, but at the same time, I think it's going to be a totally different fight as well. So it's hard to say.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be trouble for both of them.
Well, but let
That's
me do this real quick. Let me do this real quick. We got my favorite, well, my second favorite Puerto Rican in the house. Just Ask Juan. What's going on? Just Ask Juan is in the house. What's up, brother?
yo,
Much.
Juan.
How y'all doing? How you
What
doing?
up,
How you doing? How you doing?
What up,
He's
Yo,
Juan?
good,
we know you got a
God.
broom in your hand, so we want to see if you can talk.
Why
Juan?
you always do wine like that? That's
Hey Juan,
crazy.
tell him you got the broom in his hand. You got the broom in your hand, and you like my man Turbo for off of breaking. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? You doing
The
the
1-2
broom
step.
trick.
You know what I'm saying?
You hear
Exactly.
these old dudes said breaking? He
He
wasn't
doing the
born when
1-2
breaking was
step.
out.
What's going on with y'all?
We
But no,
cooking, man. What you
we
got to
want to
say?
know if you had any statements on, a lot of us think Tank Davis is going to finally, his reign's going to come to an end finally against Lamont Roach on the second fight. What do you think?
Oh boy, y'all
I
some Lamont
mean,
Roach nut huggers, boy.
it's a possible. It's a possibility. I mean, it's not impossible. Again, like a lot of people can say, distractions can cause a problem. I mean, we've seen it before with past fighters. It's not it's not totally out the realm that he could lose. Again, not discrediting him or nothing like that, but again, it could happen. It could happen. You could have another bad night, and Lamar could be on and popping that night and really put on a show and get the UD, or it could be a typical take show. But again, it's not out of the realm.
Yeah, so speaking of that, we got some great news. One of BVO's favorite fighters in the world, Jamel Arman Charlo, will be back July or August, and he's looking to face my man Ramos. So I think that's gonna be a huge fight. What you guys think about him coming back with a tough fight against Jesus? What you guys think?
Whoa. Let me go first and real quick. He coming back against and fighting Jesus Ramos.
Yes, sir.
Hey, hey. Now this
Is
Fight
this
that
Charlotte.
hold on? Is that confirmed?
Yeah, that's confirmed. Tom Brown
well,
Productions confirmed that.
They be
Amazing.
okay,
lying,
well,
but I saw that. I saw it too, but they be lying. But we'll see.
if
No,
it's
Tom Brown never says nothing. So
Yeah,
if
yeah,
Tom Brown said,
yeah. I saw that too, BBO.
yeah,
Go
um
ahead.
Tom Brown, go ahead.
if that's the case, then I'm for it. That's what we want to see in boxing. We want to see like Mel been off for a minute and he's coming back and he don't want to take anything too light. I think Ramos is up and coming. He's looking very dangerous. 154 is probably the most dangerous weight class in my opinion right now in the sport of boxing. So Mel being the original reigning king because he's the only one in today's time that actually cleared out the whole damn division. So now there's some add-ons in there. Let's see if he can come back and get some of these newbies out the way and continue to do what he has done that he did before and becoming undisputed. So that even makes the weight class even more exciting to hear that he's coming back and Ramos after the performance he just had, and then his next one can possibly be against Mel Charlo. That's something to talk about. And yes, I'm drooling from the chops like a damn cane corso because I love this matchup and I pass.
Yeah. Jesus Ramos. Um, he's tailor made for a guy like Jamel Charlo. Jesus Ramos, I see him as a younger version of Brian Castano.
Mm.
I mean, Jesus Ramos, he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. but I see him as a younger version of Brian Castano, maybe with a little more power. Um, but for a guy like Jamel Charlo, if Jamel Charlo is 100% back, I think this is not going to be an easy fight, but it's not going to be a hard fight for Jamel neither. Um, I think Jamel is taking this fight just to see how much he needs to do to get back to where he was, because he's been out for almost 2 years now. So it's going to be a fight where he got to see, is he all the way back, or he still got some ring rust on him, because he is the WBA champion in recess, so he could have just came back and fought for that belt immediately. But I guess he want to see how much he needs to work on before he actually goes back for one of those titles again.
Ramos is a good fight for Charlo. I think that he will have some ring rust because, like you said, what's it? Almost 2 years, right? Free. So he's definitely going to have some ring rust. But I mean, what D Free just said was 100% right. He's tailor made for Charlo, but I think it will take a little bit longer because Charlo had to knock some dust off. But then I think he in the back end of the fight, he just probably cook him. 7-5, 8-4, something like that. Because I think that Ramos will be tough in the beginning, but once Charlo knocked them cobwebs off, he'll be fine.
Bro, when the last time Jamel fought?
Yeah,
He
you right.
fought the
Jamel
number
fought.
one
It
pound
was
You
for
ain't
pound
you,
guy.
you ain't lying.
It was September of 23.
Yeah,
Good
that's
God.
crazy. That's crazy.
Bro, all I'm saying, to have such a long layoff and then to come back against a Jesus Ramos, in my opinion, I think Mel can fight. I like Mel, you know what I'm saying? But
hmm
he always wanted to smoke. He always wanted to smoke, so I ain't got no problem with it. But to have that long of a layoff, man, but I agree with Free Ramos
hmm
because he's such a come forward fighter. He's tailor made for what Mel wants to do. You know what I'm saying? Ramos wants to lead the fight. He want to pressure you, and we know Mel. He gonna counter off that lead. You know what I'm saying? So um, my thing is I watched Erickson Lubin, and the fix was in that fight, in my opinion, because Erickson Lubin was supposed to lose that fight, in my personal opinion. But I just want to know who gonna get the Manila, who the Manila envelope is gonna be for. That's what I'm asking, because it's in some way, some form of fashion. I think
That's great.
they have a guy that they want to win. I just don't know who that guy is in this situation. And
Yeah,
so
I think
Let me bring this up real quick.
hold
Let
on,
me bring this up
let me
before you
just
go,
finish. Let
Free.
me just finish
Oh,
that
go ahead.
so with Mel being up in age, you know what I'm saying, not knowing how long, and with him having the long layoff like he's had, Jesus Ramos being the more active fighter, the younger fighter. Hey, I'm just saying the Manila folders might be passed out before the match happened. I'm just telling you.
Well, I'll say
Did,
this
did Ramos
just to
just
bring
fight
this up. I think
BBO?
yeah.
the only
Ramos
thing,
just fought last week.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
I
Last
yeah.
say
weekend.
on the
This past weekend.
21st or the 22nd, didn't he?
Yeah, this
Last
past
yeah,
weekend.
weekend.
Okay,
Friday.
yeah.
yeah. Let me go with this. Oh, let me go with this next thing. So, there's been a lot of controversy about PBC, and they're like, I don't want to use the word, I don't want to use the R word, but I would say biased ways. What do you guys think about them punishing Jesus Ramos with another tough fight with a black fighter after a tough fight he just had? So his reward is a tough black fighter. What do you think about that?
He ain't had no tough fight.
Did you
That's why
watch
he
the
just.
fight?
No,
That's why he
the
get
dude was
mad. Was
supposed
that
to
a
be
tough
tough,
fight?
but he wasn't.
Yeah, he was
He
supposed
beat
to
the
be, but he
brake shoes off
wasn't.
that man.
that
We
man
were
wasn't. That man wasn't no tough fight.
we
He was
we
just
over there.
normal.
We like, hey, look, we yelling, stop the fight. He was getting beat so bad at one point.
Then what
Yeah,
you
Mel
what
is
you need to
34
say
years old, Zoom.
what you need to say is, why is they putting Jamel in there with Jesus Ramos coming off for almost 2 year layoff?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. I don't like that. Them brothers be doing that. I don't
He's
like it, but
34 years old. There
yeah,
is
yeah,
no there
yeah.
is no no fights at this age.
Yeah, he's 34 years old, Zoom. So to answer your question, but like BVO just told you, there ain't no room for no tune up. So you got to get in there with a guy like Ramos, where if you beat him and you look good or you look pretty, decent, you can get some credit for it. But if you go in there and beat up a Patty, one of them Patty guys or something like that, it ain't gonna give you no credit for it. So he has to go in there.
Right. What you got, Juan?
What you got for me, Puerto Rican Juan?
Um, nah, you guys all have great points. I mean, again, if he's willing to go in there and fight a Jesus Ramos, then do your thing, big dog. Again, he's been on a roll lately, so
Hey, look, you in the halfway house, Juan. You good?
yeah, no. I'm just laughing at Shelton's comments
Look, you in
because
the
Shelton's
halfway
funny as
house.
hell.
You know,
Shelton's funny as hell because he was there just spazzing
hey,
out for no reason.
hey, wow, you got any Puerto Rican family members here in Philly, bro? That you know
Um,
of?
not that I know of. Not that I
Hey,
know
hey,
of.
hey, hey, bro, you look just like this kid. Y'all favor each other a lot. This kid named Chico, man. Y'all favor each other a lot, man. That's why I asked you. He got the same afro, just a little more, the beard and everything. Y'all kind of favor, man. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one problem that I see for Jesus Ramos in this fight, yeah, he's the more active fighter. I think he's of course he's the fresher fighter because he's the younger guy. But the problem that I see with Jesus Ramos, he gets hit a lot. Even
Mm-hmm.
even with the guy that he fought, he took some shots. Now he beat the dude up, but he took some shots. And when you go back and look at the Ursa Lubin fight, the reason he lost that is because he took some good shots from Erks and Lubin. Now I believe, like the right side, I believe Jesus Ramos won that fight, but he did take a lot of big shots from Erks and Lubin. And the one thing about Jamel Charlo get comfortable hitting you with big shots. He might get you up out of there.
Well, I'll say this. It's I think no matter what, it's great to hear about the Iron Man coming back. But another thing that we got on the horizon that I think a lot of people are excited about, we got the businessman. You know, probably the number two. You can put it number one. It depends on where you see Shakur. But I would say for me, the number one lightweight and the businessman is getting ready to fight Edward de los Santos. What you guys think about that fight?
Uh,
I mean,
Go ahead,
I
all,
DP.
I,
like the
Keep
all,
on.
all I'm all I'm gonna say
I like
is
the fight. I like
all
that
I'm gonna.
fight. I like the fight because it's two things that can come behind that. One, De Los Santos can beat Keyshawn, and they say Keyshawn ain't ready for that level yet. And De Los Santos beat Keyshawn. Now PBC got an in-house unification fight with Tank Davis. Or, I mean, I think Tank Davis is gonna get past Lamont Road, but it's an in-house fight, unification for Tank Davis and De Los Santos. Or Keyshawn beat De Los Santos. De Los Santos is a big puncher, southpaw, is getting him ready for a guy like Tank Davis. So either way, I could see Tank Davis being the next fight after that. So I like the fight because either
It's
way,
cool, Free, but I
it's
think
gonna
my bad,
it's
Free.
gonna no, either way, I see it's gonna be a fight for Tank Davis next.
I think
Go ahead,
Go
Price.
for
no, I think the fight is cool, but again, Edwin De Los Santos hasn't fought since like November 2023. I'm not gonna start guessing any dates. 16th, I think. He ain't fought since 2023, bruh. Keyshawn gonna beat him up. If you think he gonna come out there and not, man, I don't see it. That's not a good fight for De Los Santos. I get it. It's business too, but he hasn't fought since 2023, people. That's crazy. You want to go get in there with a young dog that's active? Go ahead. I think Keyshawn destroys De Los Santos.
Uh,
Hey, real quick,
nah,
I say this respectfully.
Go
One,
ahead,
do you
you,
still
Dub.
got a damn Christmas tree up?
Dub, I was gonna say that, Dub.
Yeah, well, listen, my
Man, if
wife
y'all
do
don't
not
stop
want to
messing up the
take that
show,
shit down.
stop
That
laughing.
is
Yeah,
crazy work.
my wife do not want to take that John down, bro.
That's
Hey,
crazy
yeah,
work.
I'm gonna say this.
go ahead,
I
DP.
don't think Keyshawn beats him up. I think Keyshawn can win. The thing about De Los Santos is he's a boxer puncher. He's not going to stand right there in front of Keyshawn.
No.
He's not going to stand, and he's a big puncher. So if Keyshawn get hit with a big shot, we can see how Keyshawn react. We saw Keyshawn get wobbled a couple of fights ago. He did get wobbled.
He
So
got buzzed a
De Los
little.
Santos, De Los Santos
Right.
is a big puncher. So
He ain't fought
we'll
though,
see.
Free. He ain't
I
fought in 2 years.
It doesn't matter
hold
if
up.
he fought.
I don't
All
know
that
what
matters
y'all
is
see in this dude,
Hold up,
man.
Shell. Hold
Every
up,
time
Shell.
you see this
Hold up,
dude, he
Shell. Hold up,
loses.
Shell.
He
Hold
gonna
up.
get
hold up,
knocked the
Shelton.
fuck
Hey,
out.
you out of
Hold up,
order,
Shell.
man. You out
Hold
of
up,
order.
Hold
Shelton.
up. Hold, Shell.
Hold
Hold
up,
up one
Shelton.
I'm
second.
gonna throw Grandpa to
Shut
the back. I'm gonna
Wait,
throw
wait, wait,
Grandpa
wait.
on the back.
But
Listen,
it
listen.
doesn't matter.
Go ahead,
It
DP.
doesn't matter if he hasn't fought in a little over a year. It matters because he had shoulder surgery or whatever. It matters if he's ready right now. Now we talk about the ring rust, but sometimes the ring rust doesn't affect these individuals. It affects some people. Some people it doesn't affect. So we can't say automatically because he hasn't fought in a little over a year that he's not going to be up for the task. We just assume that because of the sport of boxing, we've seen so many people affected by ring rust. But Floyd Mayweather is another guy. Bud Crawford is another guy. Earl Spence is another guy. Those guys,
You
those
naming the best.
Don't overtalk
no,
each
no,
other,
what I'm
guys.
saying is everybody is different. What I'm saying because Errol Spence is not Bud Crawford and Bud Crawford not Floyd Mayweather. They all different individuals. We see there on Antoine. He came back after a year layoff and he got a championship belt. So everybody is different. It all that matters is he ready for that night. If he's ready for that night, he could put up a great task and beat Keyshawn. If he's not ready, Keyshawn probably will beat him.
I think Keyshawn beats him up.
Real quick, BBO. Let's run a commercial, please.
On behalf of BVO Boxing TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon. Don't forget to grab your Raycon Everyday Earbuds, the perfect bass model for premium sound, with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They're ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit rayconglobal.com. That's rayconglobal.com and elevate your listening experience.
All right, before we get started again, real quick, please, everyone. I know you want to answer what somebody is saying, but please let them finish first. All right, please let them finish first. It interrupts the cook, and we got people listening that's they not as keen as most of us are. So let the person get it out first, and then you can say what you say. And then when you link on here, when you link on STN, please do not come in talking. I'm not going to say this again. Please do not come in talking. Please be respectful. I'm not going to ask again. I know people are used to it, but over here, we're doing something different. We're not going to try to do anything. We're doing something different. We need everything to be clear because everything that we're doing is being recorded and is being used for other things. So be respectful. Let the person get they cook out. Then respond. When you come on, as far as you are, you better turn that joint down until you're able to say something. Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, back to the show.
And
And
last but
shout out
not
to the Sergeant
least,
of Arms.
please
Shout out to
no
the Sergeant of
cursing.
Arms.
No
But the next
cussing,
question,
please.
this is the big question.
We
I'm
just
gonna
gotta be in
start off with
order. We just gotta be in order, man. That's it.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. And I want to start off and I want to ask Dub, then I'm gonna go to Shelton on this. So Dub, what do you think about this? And this is something that's been really weighing on me, man. Why are they making Devin Haney a villain? I just want to know your opinion on that.
Well, hey, sometimes he done accepted the role. So a lot of time what end up happening in boxing, regardless of what you think about a fighter, how good a fighter is, if he is a rival, if he's boring, whatever it is, whatever jacket you want to put on that man, even if they doing things the right way, they're gonna make you the villain. Why? Because it sells tickets, and sometimes you got to become the villain. We watched Floyd end up becoming the villain later on in his career, but I mean that's just it's the sport. You know what I'm saying? And so even with Devin in this situation, and because of Bill as well, I gotta say that because of Bill as well. Bill is the real reason, but everything else I said is also correct. Everything else.
Well, this is the second thing to that question. Well, I guess when I see a Devin Haney who pretty much is living a clean lifestyle, you would think he would be on a Cheerios box or something, man. I'm just not understanding why he's not more embraced because he's
But
got that Sugar Ray Leonard smile. You would think he would be the guy. Is it just me thinking that's wrong, or what do you think about that, Doug?
Well, hey, you a religious individual, or you know the Bible. The Bible told you, in the last days, good will be called bad, and bad will be called good. So, hey, if you're not living that rock star lifestyle, you ain't on the Cheerio box no more. But hey, it is what it is.
Go ahead, show.
Y'all gotta stop killing me with this Evan De Los Santos talk. He's trash. He's gonna get his ass kicked. He's no good.
Right. What else, Shell?
But y'all see,
Go ahead, cook, Shell.
but y'all see, I cook. That's it. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Y'all keep talking about this dude like he's the second coming, and he's nothing. He's trash. He's a bum, and he's gonna get beat up.
I don't think he's
Probably
a bum.
He's
not a bum.
He's not good,
But I agree with you though, brother Sheldon. I agree with you. I think he's gonna get
not
beat
good
up.
though.
He is
He
good,
threw
but I
less
just
punches
think
than Shakur did.
I think he's gonna get beat up
What's
by
his,
Keyshawn, bro.
okay, wait a minute. What's his biggest win? Somebody please tell me his biggest win.
El Rayo.
El Rayo.
Really? Really?
You
El
asked the
Rayo?
question. You asked the question.
Really? I'm saying that's a big win. Everybody beats him. Chris Colbert beat him.
Did he though?
Every boxer
Pitbull didn't beat him.
Chris Colbert beat him.
I mean, if you saying that, then what's Keyshawn Davis' biggest win?
Probably be him when you knock him out.
Rain check.
I mean,
it'll probably be him because y'all got him ranked higher than Baranchek. When Baranchek's been a champion, De Los Santos had never been champion of nothing. But, you know what I'm saying? So when he knocks De Los Santos out, then that'll be his biggest win.
I mean, but Baranchek beat daggone Neverati to become champion. Neverati wasn't a champion; it was a vacant belt. He fought Neverati, a guy that moved up from 130. It wasn't like he fought somebody. The first time he fought somebody at 35, he lost.
To me, Navarrete and De Los Santos is the same dude.
I'm just saying you
not
said
very good.
You said people got Baranchek ranked lower than De Los Santos. I'm saying that Baranchek ain't do anything.
Baranchek was champion. De Los Santos was the champion.
Well, we get what you're saying, show. We're gonna get back to the show. So that being said, what do you guys think about being able to see Brian Norman Jr. in the ring? It's been a lot of doubt about him. We had his father on here talking about it. You think it's a good fight? Because this fight he's fighting is pretty dangerous. I mean, he can get hurt bad in this fight. What do you guys think about this fight coming up with Brian Norman Jr.?
Well,
who's he fighting again?
Who is he fighting again, BBO?
I gotta pull his name up. Hold on one second.
Anybody know?
Some Mexican dude.
One at a time, please.
He's fighting some Puerto Rican kid named Gonzalez. I forgot his first name, but yeah, he's pretty good. He's undefeated.
Okay. Well,
so
I'm say this real quick.
Derek Cuevas.
Yeah,
Cuevas.
Derek Cuevas.
I'll say this real quick.
27-1-1. Go ahead, Chris.
I'd say this real quick so we can get this topic moving and get to the next one. We need to see him. It's been a lot of talk about who he is, who he can beat, who's afraid of him. His father's very confident about him. So I want to see it. Cuevas, I don't know much about him, just a little bit. I know he's a heavy puncher. But I need to see a little more of him. But hey, let's see what's going to happen. So right now, I don't know. So for me, it's a 50-50 fight. But we need to see this guy at work because there's so much talk about him. And I need to see more action than talk, just like any other fighter.
Honestly, I feel like Brian Norman is probably the second best welterweight right now. Like as of right now, I think because of the resume, it's probably just the second. But because this is the reason why. Because again, I don't see him losing to a Barrios, and I don't see him losing to a Stanionis. So who else is at the welterweight division besides him and Boots? So
you got Boots over Norman Jr.
For right now, yes, because of what the resume is at 47. Again, you gotta remember he just came up to 47. It wasn't like he wasn't at 40 for the longest time. He was at 40. Then he came up to 47 and won the belt against the guy from California. At this moment, not saying that he's worse or better. I'm not saying none of that. I'm saying in a confidence mode, and that if I could put some money on, I'd probably put some money on Brian Norman to beat Boots. But again, right now, I have to see him again. I haven't seen him since like last year. So at this point,
Real
yes, you
quick,
have to
breaking news: Damian Lillard is out for the season. Sorry, breaking news: Damian Lillard is out
Dang,
for
yeah,
the
what
I seen
season
that.
happened?
with a blood
Uh,
clot. They're saying it may be career threatening. My bad. Go ahead,
Wow.
one.
Wow. D Lillard? Wow.
yeah.
Get
So
well,
so
D
right-
Lillard.
so right now, yeah. So right now, it's just I gotta see him again. That's all. He's been out for a year. Again, nothing towards him. He's probably the money situation, and we know what Brian Norman Sr. said on CDK's podcast. It could have been a whole bunch of different things. We don't know. But right now, I feel like, yes, he's the best second welterweight until he beats Boots. And when he beats Boots, then he's the best welterweight in the world. And that's all that is.
I'm still not sold on Brian Norman Jr. just yet. I need to see a lot
There
more
isn't
from
no
him.
best welterweight. The fuck?
Uh, I, I,
Ain't
yeah, I
nobody
need to
number
see it.
one. These niggas ain't fought each other. How the fuck you gonna say such and
Hold,
such is
hold,
number
hold,
one?
hold
Hold
Nigga
on,
ain't
hold
fought
on,
Whoa,
hold
nobody.
whoa,
on.
Fuck
Hey,
you
hold
yo,
on,
talking
high
hold
about?
on.
five. five.
He ain't
Hold
Whoa,
on,
fought
no
hold
cussing,
on,
nobody.
hold
bro.
on.
Calm down, gangster.
He ain't fought nobody. He ain't fought nobody. So you can lie to yourself and all you want and say such and such is number one. These dudes ain't fought each other. So how can you sit here and say, oh, he's number one. Oh, he's number one. Oh, he's number one. How? When they haven't even fought each other. So how can you sit here and lie to us and say such and such is number one when they haven't even fought each other yet? Do any of them got the Ring Magazine belt? No, they don't. So they're not number one. They're not the man of the division. So stop lying to us.
Oh, and then
Tired of you
what does a
motherfuckers that
belt
be
mean?
lying, bro.
What does a belt mean? What does a belt mean?
Well,
What does a
brother,
Listen,
belt
so
mean in reality?
having the ring
What?
belt means you the man of the division. That's what that means.
And,
Having the
oh,
ring belt.
really? Oh,
Having the
really?
ring belt.
Oh, really?
The
So
fuck?
you telling me? Hold on. You telling me that out of all the years that Errol Spence was the WBC and the Ring Magazine and all that extra stuff, that he
When
was
did
better
Errol
than
have the
Bud?
when did Errol have
That
the
he
ring
was
belt?
better than
Errol never
hold
had
on,
the
that
ring
he was
belt.
better than
Errol
Bud?
never had the
That
ring
he
belt.
was better
Errol
than
never
Bud
had the
by
ring
boy? You
belt. So
making no sense.
Oh,
You
man, we
making
gotta
no
be in
sense at
order.
all.
We
one at
gotta
a
be in
hold on,
order. We
one at
gotta
a
be in
time, y'all. I'm
order,
at the
man.
never
We
had
One
gotta
the
at
be
a
in
ring belt.
time,
order.
please.
We
Please.
Errol
gotta
Let's
be
never
in
be
had the
order.
ring
on
belt.
time.
Errol never
Earl
had the
never had
ring
the
belt.
ring belt, one.
So you ain't gonna lie to me, homie. I ain't retarded. Errol never had the ring belt. So keep lying,
Whatever,
my
bro.
nigga. Keep going.
Whatever, bro. Whatever,
Keep
bro. Because
going.
you
Keep
was one of
lying.
them that saying,
Keep
oh,
lying.
but
Keep
he
lying.
gonna beat him.
Keep lying.
He
Keep
gonna beat him.
lying. Keep lying.
He
Grown
gonna beat
ass
him. He
nigga.
gonna beat him.
Keep
Hey,
lying.
come on now.
Grown ass man lying on another man. Nigga said he had the ring belt. When did he have the ring belt? He never had the ring belt. But you want to sit here and lie though, right? Yeah, keep lying. Weird ass
Calm down,
nigga
my
want to
boy. It's
lie
not
and
that deep.
shit.
All right, calm down. It's not that deep.
All right, hold
Nah,
Relax.
on. We
nah,
go hold
nah.
on. I like how ride,
I
how
ain't
ride.
messing
We
with them.
can't do
I
no
ain't messing
cussing,
with no
man.
liars, homie. Nah,
Yeah, all
DVO,
right.
you got a liar on the panel. This dude just
Yeah.
sitting here and said Earl had the ring belt. When did he have the ring
He
belt,
made a
Rice? All right.
mistake, man. He made a
When did he have
mistake.
the ring
Moving
belt,
on.
Rice? When did he have
My
the belt,
boy, if you
D3?
come
When did he
on,
have it?
calm down.
When did he have
Calm
it?
Moving
down.
Nigga,
It's
on.
nigga,
not that
shut up,
deep.
nigga. Who you talking to, nigga? What you
First
talking
of
to?
all, who you
The
talking
fuck?
to?
Yo,
Ain't nobody kidding you.
boy, too
We can go to
wild,
border
bro. He's
wars,
too
homie.
wild, boy.
We can go to border wars, homie. It ain't
Bro,
nothing,
you
bro.
too
Niggas ain't
hype,
lying to
bro.
me,
Whatever you
man.
want to do, boy, you gonna get stopped.
You too
All
Promise you,
right,
hype,
you
we
gonna
bro.
get
done,
stopped.
Juan. We done, Juan. We done. Y'all brothers gotta stop this,
We
man.
got to keep
Nah,
this
but the boy
show.
came on there
Hey,
way too hype, though. I'm with Juan. He came on here way too
Yeah, he
hype,
Well,
came
bro.
in way
that's
too
my
hype, bro.
fault. Well, that's my
Yeah,
fault.
he,
My
Yeah,
fault.
he came
I
in
like
way
how
too hype,
ride.
bro.
bro.
He was already on
Respectfully,
the
like
topic. My
Dub
fault.
said, he just
Well,
started
this
He
what I
was.
say.
snapping
This what
on
I say.
Juan, and you're
That's on
subject to
me.
make a mistake. But
That's
like,
on me.
I
That's
know
on
what
me. Moving on.
Juan
We
meant.
moving
He
on,
meant that
prize.
Earl
Moving
was
let's
on.
move
winning.
Prize.
on.
Moving
Let's
All
move
right,
on.
say
on.
Well,
less.
let
We
me say
moving on.
this, man.
Hey,
That's
Let
on
me
me.
say this
But
before you move on, BVO. Let me say this before you move on. We got to see what Norman Jr. is and what Ennis is. Because neither one of them ain't fought nothing. Neither one of them have. I know people like the eye test and the style points, and he looks good. But if you really look at Boots' resume, who's he fought? He ain't really fought nobody. Brian Norman, we know he ain't fought nobody but Santilli. So we got to see what both of these dudes.
I agree.
yeah, I mean, I'll say this. No matter how it goes, we don't know who is who. But I will say this. What do you guys think about the ring belt being up for grabs against what's the name? Boots Ennis versus
Stanley
dang
Onis. Stanley Onis.
Stanionis.
I don't really care about the ring belt or no belt for that matter. Y'all know how I feel about belts. I'm a fan, so I don't give a damn about the belts. Yeah, I just want to see the fights.
Right.
Well, the reason I bring the belt up, when we got to interview Bernie the boxer, one thing that he made very clear is that the fighters like the Bud Crawfords, the Floyd Joy Mayweather Jr.'s, all the real fighters care about the belt, about the ring belt. So whether we care about them or not, the fighters who are actually fighting say they care about them. So I'm gonna show that respect because it is the lineal championship. If you have the ring belt, you are the man that beat the man, and the lineage starts with you. Going all the way back to John L. Sullivan in the heavyweight division. But that being said, I'm gonna ask you guys this. This is kind of a little different question. One thing I always like to do is have a little fun here on BBO Boxing. I want to ask you guys this. What do you guys think about those people who say Alicia Bumgarner is the true GOAT of women's boxing and not Clarissa Shields? What do you guys think about that?
They
Who
don't
They
know
said
out of
nothing
that?
order.
about
They
boxing.
out of order. They out of
Yeah,
order.
facts. They
Ain't no
don't know
way.
Hold
nothing
on, say
about
that again.
boxing.
I didn't hear what you said. Hold on, say that again. What you say?
So there's been a big controversy you've been hearing on the Twitter sphere, or sorry, the X sphere, that a lot of people say Alicia Bumgarner is the true GOAT and not Clarissa Shield. What do you guys think about that? I would agree with that. What do you guys think about that?
They don't know boxing.
Only
Man,
an idiot would
Bumgarner.
say that. Anyway,
Hold
They
on. You
don't
said
know
you agree?
boxing. If they said that, then they don't know what they're looking at. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Well, the reason I think one of the reasons they bring that up is because Clarissa's a weight bully. She'll come down and fight the little people, but then when she gets to her weight class, she's not nearly as dominant. I don't know that to be true,
What,
but
the
I
heavyweight
think
champ?
She just stopped.
She stops at heavyweight.
What?
Hold
But
up,
she didn't
what?
stop her. She didn't stop
hold
her.
up,
She
What
didn't
do
hold
you
up,
stop her.
mean?
She didn't
She
stop
beat
her.
her
hold up,
up.
Yeah, beat the
hold up,
brake shoes off
hold
of
up.
her.
What
I'm
a
gonna I'm
Beat
gonna
the
say
brake
this.
shoes off Savannah Marshall.
Dropped her and
Hold up.
everything.
Let me say this. Let me say this because I see where this is going and it doesn't make any sense. Because last time I checked, the greatest pound fighter of all time was who? Sugar Ray Robinson. What was Sugar Ray Robinson known for? Going up and down, fighting any and everybody. So if you saying she is not the GOAT, she's a weight bully because she goes up and she goes down fighting these girls, and she's a weight bully, then you got to say the same thing for Sugar Ray Robinson. Nobody's saying that about Sugar Ray Robinson.
no. This. Keep in mind, for this isn't me saying it. This is just we try to
I'm just
give
saying nobody's
we
saying
get
that about Sugar Ray
opinions on what people
Robinson.
say.
I'm just saying nobody says that about Sugar Ray Robinson, and he did it almost his entire career.
That's a fact. And I would say and Henry Armstrong as well. But my whole thing is this: do you guys think with Alicia Bumgarner being with the greatest promoter in boxing, Jake Paul, that she'll have an opportunity to be one of the biggest stars in women's boxing? What do you guys think?
Mm, no.
No, it remains to be seen. It all depends on who she fight
I
and
think
how
she
they
already
promote it.
one of, I think she already one of the biggest stars in women boxing.
I mean,
She ain't the biggest, but she one of. She
I,
top four,
I,
top five.
Top
I mean,
three.
she's. I wouldn't even say that because I'm looking at her last fight. It was literally 15 people in there. I'm like, wow. Like you literally could look around the arena and count how many people that was in there. We
That brother
watched it.
said 15 people.
We
You
watched it. It
wrong,
was like
James.
15
You
people in
wrong.
there. I'm just saying, we watched it. It was like 15 people in there. We were trying. Daggone Brian Noma Sr. and Greg Hatchett had more people at that fight than she had at her fight.
Hey, we was deep
That's
in
a
there. We
fact.
was deep in there. I ain't
That's a
lying to
fact.
you.
Yeah,
We
but
was
they
deep in
fought
there.
in a playpen. I think they was at like the Kingdom Hall. So
Yeah,
I
Kingdom.
don't.
It's a
I
I'm
don't.
just
Kingdom
saying.
Hall.
it might
Yeah,
have been
don't
the
say a
Mason Hall,
playpen.
or it could
I,
Or the
I don't know
VFW.
if
yeah, something
I
like that.
don't
I don't
know
know
if
what it
she's a
was.
I don't know if
Cowboys.
she's a star like that. She's a star on YouTube. On YouTube, yes, she is a star. I don't know if she's a star like that in the sport of boxing because a lot of people know Michaela Mayer. They know Katie Taylor. They know Carissa Shields. They know Amanda Serrano. There's a lot of females that they know that they do know Alicia Bungardner too, but I don't know if they know her as more than what they know these other females. These other females from the UK got a lot of following behind them. And then you got Amanda Serrano over here in the States. You got Carissa Shield in the States. So I don't know if she's as big as they are. She is a star on YouTube, but as far as the public eye, I don't know if she's that big of a star.
No, she's not.
None of these women is a star. I'm in Los Angeles, California. None of these women is a star, bro. You can go take these women to the mall. Ain't nobody gonna know these women. None of these women is a star, man. None of them. And Shields is not the GOAT. She's not better than Layla Ali. So you can miss me with that.
Hey,
I think
I
she's
know
more accomplished than Layla Ali for sure.
Way more.
accomplish don't make you better though.
Well, you know what? That's a good point because Layla Ali was stopping people. I'll give you
Devin
that.
Well,
Haney,
I
Devin Haney's more
what
accomplished than a lot of people, BVO, and we know he's not the best.
I would say, in my opinion, I don't think she's better than Layla Ali, but I will say she is the growth of this era. I
You
will
think
say
she's
that.
better than Ann Wolf?
I said, in my opinion,
No, no, I'm not just talking to
I
you.
don't think
I'm
she's
asking
better
the
than
whole panel.
neither one of them. In my opinion, I don't think she's better than neither one of them. I think both of them beat her. In my opinion, they would never fight her because it's two different eras. But I would say she is the growth of this era. She's the only 3-division undisputed champion in women's history. So she is the growth of this era. Some people would say she's the growth of all times. I wouldn't say that because they fought in different eras.
Well, so what does she got to do then? At this point, what does she got to do?
There's really nothing
At
she
this point,
can do.
You might gotta take
at
down
this
that
point, what she
elephant
can
in
do?
this
Because
room.
in many eyes is there's no beating Layla Ali.
Retire.
So then at this point, just retire. At this point, go on, go do your thing.
Hey Juan, you know what they gonna want her to go down. They wanted to go all the way down to the lowest weight division
They
to
want to
beat
go to the
Amanda
flyweight.
No,
Serrano.
think about it.
Hold on.
Think about it. Think about it. Right? Two-time Olympic champion, 3-time undisputed champion, beat the best in the division. At this point, what else could she really do?
I'm telling you what they want. They wanted to go down to fight. Even though they're gonna call her a weight bully when she do it, they wanted to go down and fight the Bumgarners. Probably wanted to go down and try to fight
She can't make
Katie
that
Taylor.
weight, bro.
I'm just saying he asked what she had to do. I'm just telling you this is
Yeah.
the ridiculousness that's gonna have to
Yeah.
happen for her to get her
What
credit.
Yeah.
I
what
think
happened?
she's
What
the
happened?
best
Right
female
side,
of all
Bumgarner's
time.
not even all that, right side?
I think
Like
she's
I
the
don't want
best
to see
ever.
One at
that.
a time.
Bumgarner's
He
not
ain't
even all that.
Repeat that again, Sean. I didn't
Can't
hear you.
make
I'm sorry.
54. I don't think she can make 54 anymore. I doubt she can make 54.
I don't either. He just asked the question. I'm telling you the answer.
I don't think she
Yeah.
can do
Man,
54.
look,
That's a
Let
man, look
alone
who
stretch.
47
one at a
and
time.
40.
look who she beat to win a
I don't
heavyweight
know.
belt, man. Look who she beat. Come on,
I
I
man.
don't know.
And
ain't
you
never
want to
heard of
talk
that
about
lady.
a compliment. She beat some lady that's
Hold up.
somebody's grandma, man. Somebody's grandma,
Hold,
man. Come on,
hold
man.
up.
And y'all
I don't.
praising this? Y'all praising her? Talking about she's the GOAT. Come on, man. Miss me with that, man. Miss me with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I think. Hey, Sheldon. I think your mic has a feedback because you might have to mute yourself when other people's talking because when your mic is unmuted, it's like a feedback that comes back. It's not an echo, but it's some type of feedback. I don't know what happened to BBO. BBO dropped off.
Free. Bumgarner won't even give Mayor the rematch, dog. She won't even give her the rematch, man. Like, come on, man.
And I want to see that rematch. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Because she's too small. Bob Mayer is comfortable at 47. Mayer ain't coming down to 40. And she's too small to make 47. Have you ever seen Alicia? I've seen her in person. Have you ever seen her?
Yeah,
Who y'all talking about?
Michaela Mayer and Alicia.
Alicia
Michaela Mayer
Bumgarner.
and Alicia.
Never seen her, OG.
Have you ever
I
seen her
never
in
seen her
person?
in
Because
person.
I've seen her in person.
I
I've
ain't
seen her
never
in
seen her in
person.
person.
She is tiny, bro. She is tiny.
All these fighters
She's
are tiny.
small. She's small. No, she's small. You look at her like, nah, ain't no way you make 47. She comfortably makes 30. I mean, comfortably.
Oh, you saying
The
for
fight
her to
she
go
looking
up
for now,
to 47?
the fight she looking for now, bro, listen. The fight she looking for now, she looking for Taylor and she looking for Serrano. Those are the fights that are feasible for her. Those are the fights that are feasible.
They talking about
Yeah,
Michaela Mayer
maybe
come up to
somebody at 40.
47?
She can't make 47. She's too
No,
small.
Michaela Mayer is a small female. She's not coming up to 47.
Michaela
She's not
Mayer's the
coming up to
champion at
47.
47. What are you talking about?
Oh, you talking about Alicia?
Yeah, Alicia's too small. She's too small, bro.
No,
She's too tiny.
Alicia can make 47.
She'll
I thought
get dog
Michaela
walked
Mayer
at 47.
was the
Listen,
one moving up.
she would get
Alicia,
dog walked at 47, bro. Dog walked.
I'm not saying she will win. I'm not saying she will win. I'm saying she can make 47.
Bro, she fight at 130, bro. Like,
yeah, she can make 47.
She 5'6". That's like, I mean, that's Tank fighting at 47. He said that's too big for him.
I think the problem with Alicia Bungard with a female like Amanda Serrano, a female like Michaela Mayer and Carissa Shields, the problem that she would have is she got bad stamina. All of those females can go 10 rounds straight.
And they volume
Alicia,
punchers. She a counter puncher.
Yeah, and they volume punchers, and she's a counter puncher, and she had after the 6th round, she's done. She's burnt out. So she gotta, I don't know what it is with her stamina, but she gotta fix that. And we've been saying this for a few fights now. She gotta fix the stamina problem, and it hasn't been fixed yet. Every fight I've seen her in, even that last fight that I was just talking about, she was burnt out in that fight. He was burnt out.
Look,
got
man,
a stamina problem.
Physics is physics, D Free. Physics is physics. And I've seen her in person with my own 2 eyes. She is too small for 47. But she can go on up there, though. Going up there. But she's too small. She going to get dog walked.
I'll take it on through there, though. I'll take it on through there.
I mean, you looking at her for 47, and she's probably staying right around her weight that she fights at now. But if she was fighting at 47, women's body is different than men's body. They don't have to put on a lot of weight for them to gain weight. I mean, they don't have to blow up big for them to gain weight. They gain weight in different spots that we don't gain weight at. So her breast can get big and she will put on an extra 3 or 4 pounds. Her butt can get big and she'll put an extra 5 or 6 pounds on. So they gain weight differently. So
I get all that.
She might be a small frame person, but she can put on the weight. Now, will she be successful? That's a whole different story.
No,
that's a whole different story.
That's my point. That's my point that you went all the way around to get to. Doesn't matter if she does put on the weight. She's too small. It's not going to work for her. The fight with Clarissa was never feasible because she could have never made 54, and Clarissa could never get any lower than 54. Never. Carissa's walking around like 185, 190 right now.
Fine and thick.
I don't know. I mean,
real healthy, Dub.
It is what it is. A lot of them just be doing talking. They just be talking. They know stuff can't happen. So I mean, they be in the heat of the moment. They just be talking. Until they put pen to paper, I don't buy any of it anyway. Until they put pen to paper. Once it's pen to paper and the fight is made, then we could talk who's gonna win, who's gonna lose, who we feel is better. But other than that, it's just a whole fantasy fight.
Hey, real quick, I want to change the subject just a quick second. I don't see BVO in here, but it seems I believe the WBO just mandated Xander Zayas versus Sebastian Fundora. What's y'all thoughts on that fight? I want to get your touch on that one.
I like the fight, Dub.
Wait, one at a time, y'all. One at a time, please.
Nah, I'd say I like the fight. I'm not mad at it. Fundora, he came back from a knockout, and he came in there and beat up the gift. What's his name? Cordell. Follow him on the gram. He a cool brother. Yeah. Shout out to him. But I'm not mad at that. I want to see what Xander got. I know he's a young Puerto Rican boy. I want to see what he got because Puerto Rico need a star bad, and I believe that Xander can be that if he just tighten up.
What you mean?
A lot of people.
They got Berlanga, man. They got Berlanga.
Yeah, but Berlanga, a lot of them don't. Berlanga more like a rapper. He more like a boy that just gonna go around with a bunch of chains, talk a bunch of ish. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Berlanga gonna really beat nobody, but he is entertaining. I do like Berlanga, but I think Xander Zaire, I want to see what he got. So if they make that fight, that's a hell of a fight. And I want to see what Xander got because Puerto Rico they need. I'm ready to see the next Cotto, Trinidad. You know what I mean? One of them type fighters. And I know people don't really got a lot of confidence in Xander, but I kind of do. I think he cool.
OG,
I want to see what he got.
OG, smoke a shelter, man. You gotta turn it down.
Somebody got something in the background. Can y'all mute yourself, please?
You gotta turn it down in the background, huh? Every time you come off mute, all we hear is that's all we can hear.
Yeah, it sounds like you wanted a water game. Real rap.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right, so
that's
It's
no
probably
good.
the phone. I'm gonna get off. It's probably the phone.
Yeah, that's no good.
all
You got
right,
an Obama phone?
let's keep on
No,
cooking.
that's that Trump phone. That's that Trump
That's
phone.
a Trump phone, yeah.
Nigga,
Do it
whatever
again.
phone I'm
Mute
on is the phone I'm
yourself.
on, nigga.
God,
It's bad though. Whatever it is, it's
listen.
bad. It's
Somebody got to mute
downright
it.
bad.
You have to mute it. Please,
Yo,
please,
you ain't right, bro. You ain't right.
please. God
Damn, Zoom
damn.
don't like you don't like Xander
No,
Zoom? That's he said he Puerto
hey,
Rican, he don't
We
I
wait,
like
wait.
him, man.
I like
Listen.
that fight. I think Xander could win that fight. Of course, it's a tall task, no pun intended. Um, but Xander does a lot of movement, and it's going to be hard for Fendor to just land big shots. He's going to have to keep resetting because Xander does a lot of movement, and Xander has a lot of energy because he's young, and he's going to be full of energy, and he's going to swing some big shots. He could win that shot if Brian Mendoza can knock out Fendor. I think Xander Zayas can do the same thing. I don't think he will knock him out, but I think he'll beat him though.
I'm gonna tell you, Free.
Oh,
Now,
you say you don't like Berlanga. I got you.
real quick. I'm gonna tell you, Free. If Fundora fight behind that jab like he started off against Cordell against Booker, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? If he does that against Xander, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna force Xander to make it an inside fight. And when you got him up, individual, excuse me, y'all know how you got an
Go
individual
ahead. Go
that's
ahead.
that size. You're gonna have to make it an inside fight to some degree. But that man, he gonna accept that, and he want to fight on the inside. And so, man, I think it's a tough fight for Xander.
It is.
And
It is, Dub. You
it,
100% right.
if you look at Xander's last fight, his last two fights, Xander didn't look nearly as dominant as he's been looking as Top Rank's been building him. And so, man, for this to be your first real step up fight, I'm just saying,
You right, Dub.
that's some smoke right there. I ain't got no problem with it. Though. I ain't got no problem. Get in there. We might be able to see a trilogy with something
I
like
want Xander to win so the Puerto Ricans can have their guy and they can because I like Xander, man. But Berlanga, I don't know about
that. I
him,
like him
but
too. I like Xander too.
I think Xander the goods, but I can't disagree with nothing you just said. It's gonna be tough. If Fondora jab working, dog, that's gonna be tough for Xander. But I think
I,
Xander can get in there and do something, though. I think he can beat him, bro. I'm going
I,
with
I,
Xander.
I like Xander, but I don't know if he beats Afandora. I really don't know. I don't know because again, like Dub said, last two fights he hasn't looked great. But again, that's two step up fights that he had. And even with the two step up fights, he looked decent, didn't look great. I just don't think he has enough of the power to keep Fandora off of him. That's where I think it's gonna kind of determine where he goes. I think if he doesn't have enough power to keep him off of him, or at least able to, he's at least able to move around for 12 rounds the way that he does, that I don't see him beating Fandora.
Yeah,
And
I agree with Zoom with them
Fundora
body
has
shots. Go ahead,
and
Dub.
Fundora has more experience. Fundora done been in there with a Tim Zoo. You know what I'm saying? He done and even
And
Brian
that is a
Mendoza,
fact too.
Eric St. Lubin. He
What's the
done
guy that
been
knocked him out, Dub? That guy wasn't
that was
bad.
Brian Mendoza. That was
Yeah,
Mendoza.
Mendoza. He wasn't bad.
But hell, I mean, excuse my language. But Brian Mendoza, he's an experienced fighter. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I just think the experience, both of them. Well, I think Xander probably 22, 23, 20, somewhere in there. I think Fundora, what, 24, 25, maybe 26 at the oldest. They both still in they both young, just reaching their prime. And with you having the size, the reach, already liking the inside fighting, and you got more experience. Like it's hard for me to pick against Fundora in that situation when it comes down to Xander. But
Xander
I like
22,
the match.
Dub.
How he's 22?
Yep.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that. So, but I do like the fight though. I love the fight.
Listen, Please do me a favor, y'all. I'm gonna ask y'all again. Please stop interrupting people when they talking. Y'all effing up the audio. Not gonna ask again. Wait until somebody is finished, please. Let someone finish before you say anything. Gotta start putting the time on y'all. I'm trying to do audio with this too. Y'all effing it up because y'all keep over talking. One person at a damn time. Please. Anybody else just want to cook on it so we can move to the next topic?
Yeah, one more thing, Crush. Fundor's he's 27, Dub. So you got Xander at 22 and Fundor at 27.
Okay. I'm out
So
of there.
I'm with you with the experience thing, but I like the young lion, Xander. But Fundora is in his bag right now. But I'm a rock. I don't know. I'm a rock with the kid, but we can go to the next thing.
What's next, D3? I want to go to the next thing.
I don't know what BBO had on the docket, but the Xander Zayas and Sebastian Fendor, they making that fight next.
Well, we don't know. The WBA they ordered the fight.
Yeah,
So we don't
you
know
know
if
how
it's
that could go.
made. We don't know if it's going to be made.
Yeah, they order it, so it's going to be one or two things. Either Fendor is going to fight him or he's going to drop the belt. So either way, Xander Zayas is getting his title shot, which is good for him because that's what he's been working for. I mean, he took the step up fights and he passed them, and so the only other step that's for him to take is to take a title fight. So whether we believe he's ready for a title shot or not, that's his next task. His next task is to take a title shot because he's number one in the WBO. He's number two in the WBC. So he's right there to be called a mandatory for either one of those titles. So, I mean, it's only right for him to get the shot. I just
Mm-hmm.
wish every sanctioning body moved like that. When a guy becomes number one and they're free, mandate the fight. Order the fight. What's the point of having a ranking system if you're not ordering the number one contender to fight the champion when it's time to make the fight? There's no point of having a ranking system.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It is free.
it's a good fight. Most people have Fundora winning the fight. Is Xander ready for a level fighter like Fundora? We don't know. He has glimpses of being that, but it's just a glimpse. And reality sets in on fight night. So we should see, but I honestly heavily favor Fundora in this fight. Until someone beats him again. That's how it is because he's going to be a hard guy to beat. He's going to take a special guy to beat Fundora. Is Xander Zayas special? No. Can he become special? Yes. It's going to take some time. Salute to Let's Talk Fashion. Salute to you. But it's going to be a good fight. And what happens after that? We want to see unification and undisputed. I know a lot of the accolade lovers want to see that. It's good for the sport. It's definitely for those guys and definitely a topic for those who are belt lovers to talk about. I'll be talking about the damn match who got the pause put on the most. But it's definitely a good fight. Let's see it. I'm up for it. Like I said, 154 to me is the division. So you won't be too unsatisfied with a matchup unless it don't live up to the hype of the matchup come fight night. But that's a good fight. I want to see it. I think it's good for boxing, but I favor Pandora in that fight.
Everybody
I'm
riding
a,
with Fundora. I'm riding with Xander, Chris.
I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna say this, and this is it's not so much on the fight. It's more so on the promoters. What I'm starting to notice is PBC and Top Rankings doing a lot of business together.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of business together as of late. It's been PBC and Top Rank. We saw Cool Boy and M.O.C. anyway. They talking about making a rematch for that. We see Keyshawn and De
De
Los
Los Santos.
Santos. Now we seeing
When Shakur
Xander Zayas.
fought De Los Santos, that was a go ahead.
Yeah,
Got
and
order,
now we're
Doug.
Okay,
seeing
honey.
I'm out of order.
yeah.
You gonna
Now
sit?
now we're seeing
You gotta lay
Xander
down, or you can't
Zayas
go to school
and
tomorrow.
and Fendor. So it's they. I don't know what that's the make of it, but I like it. I like
Yeah.
it.
All
Oh,
right,
where
cool.
where you seeing rematch for sorry ass Fulton in a new way? Where are you seeing that
Why
at?
why why are you coming up here cursing,
Yeah. You too out of pocket, gang. You really gotta
Bro,
chill with that.
where do you see the bomb of Fulton versus a new way?
No, they talking about in a way coming up and rematching Fulton because Fulton is the title holder now.
Oh, okay. Taking candy from a baby again. All right, easy money.
I mean,
I like
I
to
mean
see
it
him
could
fight in America, D Free.
it most like I think he will fight in America again. I don't know if it's going to be this fight. If I was Cool Boy, I would make him fight in America. I went over there and fought you. I was the champion. I fought you in your hometown. Now
Yeah.
that you want to fight me again, you got to come over here now. I
Because what
I
is he
will make
gonna
him
do,
come.
Free?
And
Monster.
I
What does he
and,
have
and I'm a
next?
new way. And
Huh?
I'm a new way. You coming back out here, homie? I gave you your highest payday.
I can't hear
You
you.
come back out here.
I mean, you coming for my title. You gotta come where I wanted it.
So that's too loud. Okay.
You
That's
Is
gotta
that
come
if
better?
where I
that's the
wanted it.
case.
BVO, put yourself on mute,
Yeah,
man.
mute yourself,
No, no,
BVO.
no, 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 no,
I
no.
know you're
Listen,
talking to your daughter. I'm
If
pretty
that's the
sure.
we're
Yeah.
about
case, if that's the
we're about
case,
to close
three
out in a minute
a new
anyway.
way, a new way don't need him. If you want
I
to
mean,
play hard, if you want to play hardball, we can go find somebody else.
yeah. I mean, he could. I'm just saying, if I'm the champion, I fought you already in your hometown. Now I'm the champion again. You wanna fight me again? You got to come to where I'm at. If you don't want to come, so be it.
Yeah.
There's other
Yeah,
fights for
I'm
me to
with you
have.
right there. I'm with you right
There's other
there.
I
fights
want
for
to
me to
see him
have.
fight on
I'm the
neutral
Three,
champion.
ground in
over
America.
talking again.
I'm with you right there, three, because I just don't agree with he got to come over here. No, we don't. You bring your butt over here. You want this payday? You come over here.
He already
I
got the
think
payday. He don't need to go over there for another payday. He got it.
I
Yeah.
think I
He
think
already got it.
because the fan base they want to put in a way as a fan base over here, which he does. I don't doubt that he doesn't, but I think because people want to see him over here, that's the reason why. But even then, if you're gonna go up, because that's what is he technically doing, right? He's going up to face Fulton. If you have to, he would have to do a rematch of that.
Yeah, it will have to go up because Fulton is at 26 now.
So
He's the
if that was
champion
the
at
case,
26.
how many belts does Inoue have at the belt division right now?
At 26, none.
No, at the division he's in now.
He got
He's
all his belts
undisputed.
at 22.
Oh, he
At
undisputed.
22.
Okay, so that would be the selling point. Well, Inoue wants to start a campaign at 26 to become undisputed. Why not rematch him? And he just knocked out 2 or 3 years ago, something like that. So might as
Two
well
years
just,
ago.
you
Who's
know
the
what I'm
other
saying?
belt holders in that division?
I think it's fuck.
It's Rafael Espinoza, it's Cool Boy, it's Rafael Espinoza, Cool Boy. Who's the other two? Who's the other two? Hold on, I'll pull it up real quick. I'll pull it up. I
Angel
was just
Angel
looking at it.
Leo, Angel Leo, and
Yeah,
I forgot the
Angelito.
Don't Leo
and
fight on Top Rank or Pro
no
Box?
no Angel Leo's the pro box, so they do business with whoever they want to do. It don't really matter to them.
Right now, Pro Box is dealing with PBC because they fighting on Amazon Prime. They doing a lot of business with PBC, but they will fight anybody. But they doing a lot of business with Amazon Prime.
D3,
So
Nick Ball is the other champion.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
yeah, Nick
that
Ball.
dirty
That's who
little
it is. Nick
mud,
Ball.
man. He dirty, dude. That dude is dirty.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
hey,
that's
Nick
the other one.
Ball,
Nick Ball.
that's crazy what with Nick Ball, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's
But
savage.
now I want to ask this: going into that division since it came up now, even with us saying, in a way may move up, whatever. Bruce Carrington, Shushu, he's the number one ranked individual in multiple sanctioning bodies, I believe. I might as well pull it up, but I believe
Yeah,
he's ranked in multiple sanctioning bodies.
yeah,
I want to see him against Espinoza, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Espinoza give him all type of trouble. You know that? Hey,
yeah.
that
I
man
think
almost
Espinoza get.
What he
I
is?
think
Five
Espinosa.
5'11", 5'11". Hey, he
Yeah,
fighting at 130.
Yeah, that's
It's like
yeah,
that's
crazy.
crazy for you.
Hey,
So
hey, Bryce,
yeah.
it's the young
I
dude on Top Rank, right?
yeah,
yeah,
Espinosa can fight. He can fight.
yeah, yeah.
I
Espinosa,
like Espinosa.
even though
Raphael.
I think Espinosa was a little dirty in his last fight, but
Them with them elbows, with them
yeah, yeah,
elbows. Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
but
Against what's my boy name from Cuba?
He was throwing
uh,
nasty elbows.
uh, uh, uh,
Uh
Robici.
What
Robici,
about
Robici.
AD Free? What about when Ray Vargas is the WBC champion in recess? I don't know if he still is, but is that still a thing? Cause we can't leave him out of the game.
Yeah, we can leave him out of the game because he's not a champion until he comes back. Whenever he decides to come back, he can fight for his title again,
Yeah.
but he can go
How
right in
much
and fight for his
confidence do
title
you
again.
have in him? Is he still? What do you feel like? Is he still can challenge Fulton and Espinoza and Leo in them and Nick
Hey,
Ball in them?
hey, that's the dude that lost to
No,
Nick Ball, right? Off a decision.
no. Ray Vargas is the one that came up and beat. He came up to 126 and beat Mark Masayo for the WBC belt, and then he fought. He moved up to 130 and fought somebody, and then moved back down to the defender's belt, and then he went into recess. Um, but I don't think Ray Vargas beat any of those guys. I don't think he beat any of them. He definitely don't beat Rafael Espinoza.
How
He
about
definitely don't beat
Lopez?
him.
How about
I,
Lopez? Alberto Lopez.
and Angelino,
No, no, Alberto. That's the guy Leo beat for the belt. Oh, he knocked him out technically.
uh, I don't know. I ain't real big on Alberto Lopez. I ain't real big on him. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. I think it's more of a 50-50 fight between the two. I would favor Alberto because he's a little more active. He's a little more active, and uh, if you think about it, Ray Vargas is kind of old. Ray Vargas is
Yeah.
not a young.
Oh, because we talking about lower weight, so I guess we not getting banned. I guess we're not getting banned versus the new way, huh?
Nah,
Not no time soon. I don't think
I
no
think
time
because
soon.
because the noise moving up so much, I think Bam can't. I don't know because somebody said to me Bam is a smaller dude and he might be smaller than Inoue, but I'm not entirely sure how that really works. But
But
I don't think there is though.
Anui
but
don't
I
really
want to
got
see
no
that fight
food.
so bad, man.
He
but
don't
but
got
I
hey,
no
want to see that
food,
fight.
Dub.
now he got smoke. He got smoke at
What
22.
you think so?
Yeah.
He
Nah,
got to fight MJ, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
hey,
guess
hey,
so.
hey, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm
Some
I
people
like
think
I'm
MJ
a
may beat
fan.
him too.
I'm a
Some people
fan of
may think
MJ.
MJ gonna beat him.
I'm a
Yeah,
fan
I
of
rock with
MJ.
MJ, but I don't know if he can beat Anui. It'd be good though. I mean, other than that, what else does he have though? Like, I mean, but then we can't criticize him for not moving up because he's not that big of a guy, you
But
know.
at the
So
same time, that's what makes it so interesting is because when we talking about him moving up now, Stephen like at 26,
mhm,
Stephen Fulton is the champion there, and you
mhm.
got Angelo Leo, Nick Ball. I done heard the rumblings about Anui and Nick Ball. I done heard those rumblings, but in my personal opinion, Nick Ball, hey, he got a hard head, but he gonna get knocked out anyway. Respectfully.
where does he cap out at? What weight does that man cap out at?
Yeah,
Because at
that
this
was my
point,
next
Hey,
question,
what weight
man.
Oshaki Foster at?
Oshaki, he at 126 too.
no, he's at
No, no,
130.
130. Excuse me, 130. I'm out of order. I'm out of order. He at 130.
I think the new weight can
Yeah,
cap out at 130 to answer your question.
So y'all think
I
he
don't
fight?
see him going higher than 26. 30 is a stretch, man. But you
You
might. I mean, if we look at the 30-pound champions, I mean, you got Neverate, you got a vacant belt, you got Lamont still there, and you got Oshaki. And we got a interim champion. Bay. I don't even want to butcher that, but what I mean, can
Hold on,
can we
hold on.
beat
At what weight class?
130?
You said we got. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Fights
You
are way
said
more intriguing than him at 126. Roach versus the new way is way more
but once,
intriguing,
but
boy.
but look, remember you got Espinoza, Leo, is a the IBF champion Nick Ball, the WBA, and you got Cool Boy just recently got a WBC. So those are some good fights for him, but I don't see him going no higher than 26. 30 might be a stretch, bro.
Nah, I
Lamont
think he
Rush was
can.
big. Lamont Rush was big in there against Tank, gang. Do you think?
I, I
Yeah,
I think he can make it because I like at this point, if him and Tig are the same size, and I believe somebody said they was, I'm not sure. At this point, if they're the same size, he can make 30. I don't think he can go up any further than 30, but he could probably make 30 and be fine at 30.
that might be tough though.
Man, that
30 is
man can
tough.
eat a bowl of rice and he'd be at 135.
That was
That
crazy.
Yo, you're crazy.
That was crazy.
that
That
man
was
eat a bowl
crazy.
of rice, he'd be at 135.
How many
I
fights
mean,
That,
Foden had since he
I
fought a
guess
new way?
Who?
How
two,
many fights Stephen Foden
two,
has since he fought a new way? Two?
two.
Who?
Yeah, he
he
fought.
just
He
he
fought
just
the guy where he got dropped, and then he came back and rematched
he
Fid.
beat Castro. He got dropped in the second round against
Mm-hmm.
Castro, and then he outboxed Castro, and then he just beat Brandon
Fig.
Figueroa.
Uh
But you know,
He
a new way has
he
fought.
he
This will be
clearly
his fifth.
outboxed Brandon
huh.
Figueroa. That was the
Mm-hmm.
best I seen
That
Cool
was his
Boy in a
best
long
performance to
time.
me, Free. Yes.
Yo, since that Foden fight, a new way is about to be on his fifth opponent, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, but he's fighting guys. At 8 and what time he come on Free? We be sleep. I mean,
5 in the morning.
he's fighting guys that we don't even. Come on, man. Like I said, if he move up, I don't see him going up past 26. Me personally, y'all brothers can disagree, and that's cool. But think about if he was in there with Lamont Roach, the way Lamont Roach looked in his last fight, man, that's a big 130 pounder, dog. And Neverate, they gonna be big in there, man. Oshaki,
Gotcha.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't see the kid going past 26. If he do, it'd probably be some catchweight ish. What else he gonna do? He like one of them tweener dudes, you know what I'm saying? One of them like Broner.
Well, I mean, he got to come past 126. They talking about they want to see him fight Tank Davis.
Man,
He
that's
got to
not
come past
at what
126.
weight? At like 133? Because Tank can make it 133. We saw that. What they gonna fight at? That's my
If
thing.
it's
130. At
if it's
130.
At
if
130, that would
if
be.
it's at
I
Yeah.
mean, okay,
if it's at 30 or 33, it's still past 26.
yeah,
Nah,
you're
hell
right.
no, bro.
I think
Nah,
he
one
obliterates that
thirty,
kid, man.
130. Take it or leave it. Ain't no, nah, bro. I'm
Because
tired.
Tank
I'm
can
tired.
clearly make
I'm tired of
130.
you. I'm tired of you folks trying to have this little dude having advantage. Nah, homie. Meet me fair and square, dog. Fair and
Yeah,
square.
I'm with
130 or
you
no
on that.
fight.
I'm with you on that. I'm not the biggest Anui fan in the world, but I mean, I don't expect a guy to move up to 35 and stuff like that. That's crazy. But I mean, if you want to meet Tank at 30, I mean, what are you gonna jump 26? Yeah,
Listen, man.
all right.
The one thing I can say about Inoue is he ain't avoiding no smoke. I mean, he probably did duck MJ supposedly.
Now I'm
That's what
about to
Crush
say he
said.
didn't duck the MJ bull, but go ahead,
But
go off one.
if he ain't ducking no smoke, then all right, let the man do his thing, man. Like you can't hate on the boy.
I mean, hey, if they, I mean, we got two
Make
fights
little
on.
ass come to Japan too. Free. Make his ass come to Japan.
Who?
Thank
Make Tank ass come to
Man,
Japan,
he
man.
ain't making no Tank come to Japan. Anyway,
Hey,
ain't no
make
bigger
him
star
come
than
to
Tank Davis.
Japan. Why he
He
not?
ain't
Why he not?
he
So you think people know Tank Davis in Japan? No, they don't. No,
he
they don't.
ain't he
Bro,
ain't
we in
bringing.
America. Bro, we in America
Hold up,
talking about this man.
hold
We in
up,
America talking about him. We
dog.
don't live over there.
You asked me a question. Let me answer it. He ain't big enough to bring Tank Davis to Japan. He ain't fought on pay-per-view. Yeah, he's doing big numbers in Japan, but it's in Japan. It ain't nowhere else. He ain't do no big numbers in the States. He ain't do no big numbers in the UK. He did big numbers in Japan. So in order for him to get a Tank Davis to go to Japan, he has to do big numbers. He's not doing big numbers like that. Not.
I- are you talking about far as pay-per-views?
I'm
Or
talking
what?
about far
Because
as
if you're
I'm
talking
talking about
stadium wise, he's selling out arenas every fight he does.
in Japan.
And look how much money they're making over there in Japan. This ain't Puerto Rico. This is Japan, homie. This is
Bro,
Japan.
how
They're
much how
making
much
cheese over there.
how much money is Monster in the Way making?
I don't know. I don't count grown man
So
pockets, bro. I don't
you the
count
one
grown
told me
man's
look at the
pockets.
money.
I don't count grown man's pockets, homie.
You told me to look at the money.
All I know is Stephen Fulton went over there and got his highest payday, and ain't never seen that type of money ever since.
Yeah, that because he fought another big name fighter. What other big name fighter he fought?
Bro, your dude is not a worldwide star. Inoue is. We in America talking about this man. He not from America.
How do you know that Tank Davis is not a worldwide star?
Let's see. I'm in Los Angeles, California, bro. You could take Tank to the mall. They wouldn't even know him.
How do you know that Tank is not a worldwide star?
Because I'm in Los Angeles, California, in the States, bro, and people still don't know who that man is. So how you gonna tell me somebody in a whole other country gonna know who he is?
That man sold out in Los Angeles. What are you talking about?
Sold out with who?
Who did he fight over there? What was that
With
fight
who?
that he?
I think it was Santa Cruz. I think
Yeah,
it was Santa.
yeah,
Was
he
it Santa
sold
Cruz?
out.
So
I
you
think I
think
lied.
you
I
think
think
that
I
was
lied.
all
Hold
Tank
on.
Davis? So you think that was all Tank Davis?
I didn't say it was
Alright.
all Tank Davis. It was a lot of Tank Davis because Santa Cruz fought in Los Angeles. He never sold out.
Nah, I think I lied to you. Hold on. I think I lied. My fault. Hold on.
He fought Isaac Cruz.
There you go. My fault.
And that's even worse. Isaac Cruz definitely wasn't no big name.
Yeah,
Bro, your boy not a big name like that, bro.
I mean,
that's crazy.
if we
I'm
looking at
just
it,
saying,
if
I don't know if he's a worldwide star. I'm just saying there's no facts to say that he's not. Unless you got somebody overseas, a bunch of guys from overseas that said they never heard of Tank Davis, you can't say he's not a worldwide star because we're not
if
overseas to find out if he's a worldwide star or not.
if
He's
if
definitely a worldwide star. When
if
he
we're
was out
looking
at
at
the Olympics,
Bro,
they
free,
praised
we
him
free,
when they
we are
sent
in
him on the
America
Olympics.
talking about this man. We in America talking about him. You think
if
people over in Japan talking about Tank Davis?
yeah,
Actually, I have seen people over in Japan talking about Tank Davis because they want to see Monster anyway fight him.
I mean, if we really talking about it, Inoue is really known by like the hardcore boxing fans. You ask any casual whose Tank is, like somebody that doesn't watch boxing all the time, and they'd be like, "Yeah, I know who Tank Davis is. That's the little dude."
It's a lot of casual that know Tank that don't know Monster anyway because he fights at 5 o'clock in the
I'm
morning.
about to say nobody don't know no damn
You
Monster
talking
in the
about in
way.
America, dog?
Um,
Man,
And
don't nobody
but
know.
you,
boxing is a worldwide sport, bro. This ain't football. This ain't the NBA. You got to
Yeah,
remember that. This is a
but
but
don't
worldwide
you
nobody
sport.
know him but us, bro. Nobody don't
but
know
you got
Monster in the way but us, bro.
but you got to understand also the thing is also you got to understand is that when he went out to fight, what was the dude that he fought in England? Tank fought in England. What was the guy's name? One of y'all give me his name, please. I know one of y'all know it. Um, it was right after he won against Pedraza. What was his name?
Oh, you talking about Liam Wash?
When he fought him, and reports came out, and you can go check those reports, sir. That stadium sold out. It wasn't like it wasn't the main event. It was the main event, and that stadium sold out quickly. It wasn't like, oh no, we're not gonna sell it out. No, he sold that out completely, and that was in England. That's mind you after he won his first belt. So at this point, well, what are we really talking about? You can go up to anybody in the world and be like, yo, do you know who Tank Davis is? Some may know, some may not. But you definitely come up to somebody in America and be like, yo, do you know who Monster Inoue is? Then they're gonna look at you kind of crazy. Like, who the hell are you talking about?
Don't nobody know him but us, Juan.
That's the key thing. You said America. Once again, this isn't the NFL. This is a worldwide sport. Y'all got to get that through y'all brain. This is a worldwide sport. This is not just
And
an
I'm
American
telling
sport.
and I'm
What we
telling
saying
you,
is
Yo,
no.
and I'm
shout out
What
to
we saying?
Sawa.
What we saying is
Shout out to everybody
yeah,
coming in.
Shout out T.
yeah.
Appreciate
What we
everybody coming in. Shout out T. T, we trying to get T to put a chain on. I think he'd be a good member of the Sports Talk Network. I'm trying to recruit him. I
Shout
don't
out
know if they
Sonny
got with
too.
blacks, but we need him on the team. But we doing some big things over here, man. And I apologize again about the cussing. To our sponsor, I will make sure this will be the last show you will ever hear cussing. We don't do any cussing on BBO Boxing. And I apologize to our sponsor. I just got a text. I apologize again to our sponsor for the cussing. I guarantee you this will be the last time you hear any cussing on this show. Um, far as going forward, man, I just want to let everybody know, appreciate everybody. We doing our thing, get ready for Dub right side. But again, we're trying to have a level of professionalism. We're not just some winky dink show. And I want to apologize again to our sponsor, Raycon, as well as the Breakfast Box for the inappropriate language we have on here today. All right, on that note, anybody got anything?
We out of here. Ain't nothing else to say. Good night.
Can y'all hear
Peace.
Pudo's here.
We out of here, man. We out of
I
here.
know. I just want to say what up, man, because I got caught up with my daughter, man. She got sick, man. But thanks for letting me out, BBO. Peace.
Hey man, all of our kids sick right now, man. My son's sick right now. This is crazy work.
So is my
I care
daughter.
about my kid,
Yeah,
though.
my
That's the
daughter's
thing,
not
though,
feeling
Dub.
good
My
either.
daughter is too.
Hey,
Really?
we out of here,
crazy.
man. We ain't doing that. We out of here. Good night.
Man.